Okay, so this time we've arrived at the third floor entrance using the tunnels. So this will be the first time that I've been on the third floor. Previous two occasions on the first floor. So I think it'd be good to recap pros and cons of using this route, which is the tunnel, or using the open air route, which is through Fahd Road, which is what I did yesterday. If walking is a problem for you, if walking puts you in pain, I would definitely use the tunnel. Absolutely, it's noticeably shorter. I mean, I haven't done the sort of exact calculation, but it's noticeably shorter, definitely. I'm not as tired as having done the route yesterday. The other thing is that they seem to have litter pickers throughout the route, and they seem to have people holding bins. But it sounds like a very odd comparison to make, but one of the problems with using King Fahd is that you trip over a lot of rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish, which is slightly odd. I mean, we are in a holy place, but people are just chucking rubbish left, right and centre in King Fahd Road. Obviously, because of the confined space, they seem to be a bit more cautious about rubbish in the tunnel, and there are people, regular intervals holding out bins, so there seems to be a lot less rubbish, and that makes walking that route a little bit easier as well. Now, on the cons, I think that the tunnel is way more crowded than the street, and if you're kind of going to feel claustrophobic or hemmed in, I would not recommend the tunnels, because there are a few points where it was really cramped, and there are complete numpties racing through the crowd, sort of barging through the crowd, because obviously these are the complete bonkers that cause crushes in the past, and these have happened. So it's quite annoying. On top of that, I think it's actually hotter. So I've come, this is the latest I've come for Rami. Bearing in mind I had to go twice yesterday. It's the latest I've come, and it's still it was really hot in the tunnel. It's a different kind of heat from the sun. The sun bakes you, whereas this is the heat of a very high humidity in the atmosphere, in the environment. But I do think it's hotter. So balancing up those pros and cons, if your issue is walking and you will find that very arduous walk hard, you should definitely use the tunnels. If actually you're going to be feeling claustrophobic and you want to have regular breaks, then I wouldn't use the tunnels. The thing about the regular breaks is the tunnels don't have any water stations at all, so you need to bring your own bottle, whereas the other route, King Fahd Road, has lots and lots of water stations with refrigerated cold water being pumped out of the taps. So lots of places to get cold water to drink, put it on your face, put it on your clothes. In the tunnel, it's just a straight walk throughout the entire tunnels to the Jamarat bridge, and you won't see any water. So make sure that if you're going to take that route, you've got water to sustain you for that 3 odd kilometer walk. Finally, I'll also say that in favour of the tunnels, the route is actually easier to walk because it's completely level, completely flat, completely consistent. Whereas the route using King Fahd Road is not that flat and it's not consistent. Obviously, it's just like a very long road, and you're walking on the road itself. And there are bridges that you'll go past where people are sitting on the bridges, which is quite difficult. You'll go through lots of rubbish. You'll go through steps, curbs, barriers that they put up. So that's a bit frustrating as well. So in terms of the consistency of it, the tunnels are nice to walk. Tomorrow I'm going to do this for my mum, because we have to perform Rami again tomorrow, and she has to come with me, because at the end of Rami at the Jamarat, we're going to walk to our hotel, which is only 30 minutes away. I'm going to bring her this route because I think she'll find this a lot easier. She might find it a bit claustrophobic, but compared to the difficulty of the other walk, she'll find this a lot more easier. Now, if you're a hero like me, if you're up for a challenge and you want to prove your mettle, definitely go the King Fahd route. That's a really tough route, I think, especially when the sun is out.